There are many things I don't like about this generation. Morgs, Morg's mum, murderers. Although they've probably been around a little bit longer than clickbait YouTubers. But for me, one of the worst traits in people nowadays is caring about really insignificant things. And nothing sums that up better than uploading a video titled, Our Morning Routine. Nobody cares. Or at least we shouldn't do. We shouldn't care what your morning routine is. But apparently, we do. Millions of people watch these videos. My morning routine is exactly the same as everybody else's. I wake up, I pray to my God, which is Jacob Sartorius. I eat my breakfast, I shower my own self-pity, brush my teeth, and then I curl up into a little ball and softly cry for an hour. What I'm trying to say is everybody's morning routine is roughly the same, okay? And I'll prove it. My morning routine with Jesus. Strap in.
And so Jesus, he set aside a time in the morning to spend time with the Father.
To be honest with you, I bloody love Jesus. Seems like a great bloke. I've not got a bad word to say about him, alright? As for God, whatever, don't necessarily believe that you exist, but I'm open to, other people's beliefs.
The moment I step outside of my bedroom door, I'm going to be attacked with lies upon lies upon lies from the enemy.
She's going to be attacked by lies as soon as she leaves that bedroom of hers, which doesn't look like anytime soon. Before we go any further, I'd really appreciate you just taking a second to click that like button down below the video and also that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, as I try and push towards 25,000 subs. Let's crack on.
I start right there when I wake up.
No, you don't. You start in bed, do you, when you wake up? That's mental. Really?
And the moment that my eyes open, I start singing.
Of course you do. The moment your eyes open, you just start singing. You can't help yourself. It's like a Disney film. As soon as she wakes up, she bursts into song and dance around her bedroom. What's she singing? God's plan. God's plan. What's the tune again? God's plan. It's just God's plan, isn't it? Over and over again. Trying to keep it real is a struggle for me. God's plan. God's plan. She probably doesn't sing that, does she? Let's be honest.
In the morning, he brings me word of his unfailing love.
Little bit creepy. Morning, here's my unfailing love. Alright, go put some clothes on before you visit next time. Come on. Wrap a towel around you next time you pop into my room without permission. Please, God. Cover up your Jesus and your pair of disciples. Just to be clear, that's God entering her room naked on the morning. I'm sure he doesn't do that. He does it in spirit, apparently, so... Let's continue.
Okay, so now I just finished singing to my sweet Jesus.
I've just finished singing to my sweet Jesus.
And then I put my feet over the bed and start dangling them.
Oh God, this is ridiculous. She doesn't actually do this. Oh, I wake up in the morning, I sing aloud and for everyone to hear, for Jesus to hear. And then I dangle my feet over the side of the bed. You don't do this. Your alarm goes off, you hit snooze 4 times, eventually you get out your bed when it's on sort of an even number. You can't get out when it's like 22 minutes past. I'll wait until 25 minutes past. In fact, no, I'll wait till 1/2 for me to get out. You throw yourself out of bed, sometimes literally, depending on, what the night before's been like. And then you go downstairs and have breakfast. You're not messing around doing all this with the post-it notes on the side. No, you're not. You're not doing this.
Because I don't want to take a single step until I give my every step to the Lord.
Okay then. You don't take a single step until you've given every step of yours to the Lord. Right. I mean, it works in theory. Does it work practically?
I want him to become all the more powerful. I want him to get the fame.
I want God to get the fame. Oh, God nicking all the limelight. He loves it, doesn't he, that God? Oh, what is he like? Stop stealing the fame from us all. Nicking all the limelight from me. Oh, what are you like? Silly sausage.
I want him to get the likes.
I want him to get the likes. It gets better. It gets better. Not only does she want him to get the fame, he can now get the likes as well. I tell you what, God's Instagram's popping. It is going mental, is his Instagram. He's getting more likes than you've had hot dinners. That is brilliant. I want him to get the likes. Even God cares about self-gratification now. Even he's going, come on, someone like my picture. Come on. God's started buying Instagram likes now. Oh, what's he like? Is that God? Urgh. Make me look more popular. Oh, I'll buy some Instagram likes. Will you? Will you really? Pathetic. He should just send a message around to all his followers, shouldn't he, really? Well, literally a message, or maybe a spiritual one, possibly.
I want him to get all of the glory, knowing that I am his vessel. I am his ambassador.
She just appointed herself God's ambassador out of nowhere. Is that a paid role, do you reckon? Are you qualified for that position? Has he interviewed you for that? Because that sounds like you're sort of weaving yourself in there without God's permission to me.
So I go to turn on my lamp. And the moment that I turn on my lamp, I'm just reminded of how good God is.
Why? What do you mean? What are you talking about? God isn't turning on the light, you quite literally are. You're clicking the button to turn it on. God didn't make electricity either. Can we just make that clear? He didn't.
Because on my lamp, I have Psalm 119:105 that says, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path.
She's nicked that from Tumblr.
He is gonna lead me where I'm supposed to go. So this is my prayer place.
That's just the word pray there in massive lights above her bed. I mean, in all fairness to her, if this is what she wants to do, of course, by all means, she can do it. But it's a little bit different. I don't even think most Christians go this far, but I could be wrong.
See all of the verses. These are all talking.
Oh my god. It's like she's coming up to exams or something. There's like revision cards everywhere. May as well get rid of the wallpaper. Don't need it. Can't see it anyway. There's revision cards everywhere.
See all of the verses. These are all talking about prayer.
It's like she's sat there waiting to have a picnic with God. She's lucky. She has a chat with God every morning. Fair play to her. I mean, he's got billions of people to look after. She gets a morning chat with him every day. Seems a bit like favouritism to me. Maybe that's part of the ambassador role that she has. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
This is where I come in the morning to have talk time.
Talk time. Is that the most inventive name you could come up with, really? Like it's some sort of morning podcast with God.
I don't have my phone out, don't have social media out.
I mean, I don't technically have my phone out right now either, so I'm as good as her, and she is a friend and ambassador to God. I mean, she's quite literally got friends in high places.
So then I get to go into God's word.
Oh, graffitiing the Bible. That's a sin.
Sometimes whenever you look at God's word, it can be kind of intimidating. It's really big.
Alright, don't slag him off. He's worked hard on those books.
It's like 66 books and like 2,000 chapters. Like, there's a lot.
Yes, because he's a successful author. Don't have a go, Emma. That's a bit unnecessary. He's listening to you. He's probably in the room. Don't slag him off because he's wrote a few books. If you stop buying them, he'll stop writing them.
I wake up in the morning, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I go downstairs, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
We heard you the first time.
Or whenever that temptation does come, because you went private before you went public. Satan.
Satan. I'll fight against your sister. Yeah? Satan sisters. And that's not a James Charles reference. I'm not saying he's Satan. I like James Charles with the makeup and stuff. It's good.
I was preparing for a battle before a battle even ever came.
That is madness. Preparing for a battle before a battle even came. So put up your defences before you've even been attacked. Great.
I was getting equipped and ready and filling myself up because I knew that whenever that battle did come, I want to be ready.
Why does she keep going on about battles? I never heard anybody speak about battles so much before. It's not Game of Thrones. She's acting as if she's getting attacked and stuff. It's not. She's not getting attacked by anyone. Just different opinions. You know, I can respect that the Lord's her shepherd or whatever. She can respect that, to me, the Lord isn't my shepherd. It's just opinions, isn't it? Speaking of opinions, I wonder what her opinion is on deodorant. Is the Lord against deodorising, do you reckon? Because there's a slight situation going on there.
So I spend time in God's Word. And it's really good. And it fills my soul.
Yeah, it fills your soul. Oh.
And so when my soul is filled, I can't sit still.
Why has her voice suddenly started changing?
Because I can't contain the beauty that God just did in my heart. You have to express it. Talking about no burn up.
Wait, what? Whoa. What's going on here? What happened to your morning routine with Jesus? What's this all about?
And
I can't tell if she's being serious now. She's completely confused me. What's going on here? She was talking about Jesus 1 second ago. And then she starts dancing around a room to some sort of rap song. Might have been God's plan.
I just love how he loves to join with me. And sometimes when we waltz, I just take his hand because his hand is righteous and his hand is my stronghold and his hand lifts me high.
She waltzes with God. Is this another perk of being an ambassador? She's getting a lot of FaceTime with him, isn't he, with the big guy? That's madness. Surely the big guy's got a lot on his plate with a few billion people, but He's spending time waltzing with her on a morning. Good of him, isn't it? Good of him. He must have good time management for all this. He spent about half an hour with her.
What I just shared with you is my morning routine. And what I love about it is...
How many revision cards is she using here? The stationery industry is booming because of her. She's bought the lot. They just got random nonsense on Friends. Yeah, well done, you've got friends. Fantastic. Future husband. Great. These are often sort of thoughts in people's minds that don't need to be pinned onto a board.
It's unique to who I am.
Soccer. Just soccer there. On the wall. She bloody loves football, doesn't she?
You don't have to do every little detail. A dance party is just one of the ways that I love being with the Lord.
Oh my god, a dance party with the Lord. Why did I not get invited? I bet it was an invite-only gig, just for the ambassadors. Oh, I'm God's ambassador. Please invite me to your private pool parties. No, I'm not going to invite you to my private pool party, you idiot. I don't know if it was a pool party, it might have just been a dance party, I don't know. But she's loving it. And that's the most important thing.
Some things that you do need to make sure that you do is that you do pray.
And that's why I pray to Jacob Sartorius every morning. You see, so I've ticked that box. Next.
And you do spend time worshipping him.
Spend time worshipping him. Yep, I did that. Made a whole video on him. Bloody love Jacob Sartorius. So tick that box. Next.
And you do spend time in his word.
Spent time in his word. Spent time listening to his words through singing.
Whatever that looks like for you is beautiful. God doesn't want you to try to be someone that you're not because he made you for a reason.
He made me an atheist. I mean, he made me for a reason. Beautiful words.
So don't go and try to be Emma, because you're not Emma.
I'll never be as good as Emma. Fact. Brilliant words there from Emma. Right then, just to be clear, no issue with religion. No issue. As long as it doesn't affect other people, not harming anybody, do whatever the hell you want, obviously. We don't have to have the same opinions on everything, but we can still get on, guys, can't we? The great bit about all of this is, I'm not necessarily against everything that she says here, to be honest with you. She makes some good points. It's just wrapped up in God and religion, and that's where we sort of differ. She's done a part 2 called Put the Armour of God On. Sequels are never as good. Right, that's everything for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I appreciate you taking a second just to click that like button below the video. Also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, as I try and push towards 25,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Links in the description below for you to go ahead and follow me there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.